tables, Nolan turned, running around the edge and attacking people. Finding Nolan should have been the pack's happy ending. But instead, we've got more questions, more problems, more people to save. And here I am in the thick of it, spoiling their reunion, driving a wedge into the family when they should be pulling together. I turn quickly to the sink, splashing some cold water on my face and patting down my hair, the golden ringlets a frizzy mess. There's no way I can hide my freshly screwed look. And it doesn't really matter anyway. They all know, except for the sleeping dragon. And Nolan. Nolan. What a difficult position he's in. Basically responsible for creating the ghouls in the first place. This is not the time to primp, Iphi. I square my shoulders, take the few steps out of the bathroom over to the front door, and pull it open. Ready. Thanks for waiting. Caspian and Rhys, the cousins who are so close they share everything, including me, are sitting on the porch. Their feet dangle over the side, their legs swinging together in unison, their faces unlined and eyes clear. Dominic stands as far from them as possible, leaning on the wide railing, eyes narrowed, and shoulders pulled up to his ears. Thorn perches on the railing between them in his mini dragon shift, still asleep. It's been over an hour, but whatever spell Nolan cast, it's still affecting Thorn. The seated pair scramble to their feet, while I meet Dom's eyes. He doesn't hide his interest in me, and even if I couldn't read his mind, I can plainly read the feelings he wears on his face. And then, just like that, the mask moves back into place. He scoops up Thorn and starts across the field toward Rhys's tiny home, the cliff, where Nolan is staying. Caspian and Rhys quickly flank me, each one reaching for a hand, and though my body and even a large part of my mind want to comply, I need a little space. You guys go ahead, I say. I'm going to walk behind and think for a minute.
Is everything okay?
Rhys's brows stiffen and Caspian sucks in a breath. Yes, more than okay. I stand on my tiptoes and kiss each one on the mouth. Caspian nods and pulls Rhys forward. I follow several paces behind, but Dominic stops and turns around to wait for us. When I pass him, without a word, he takes up position behind me as though he's my bodyguard. A light breeze blows across the meadow. We're only a mile or two from the ocean, but being situated on a hill, it blows more here than it does down at my mother's house. Rhys arrives at his house first and waits for the rest of us to catch up before flinging open the door. Nolan sits at the kitchen table, slowly gnashing his fangs. He looks as unwell as he did before I placed the amulet on him. Poor Nolan has spent the last several months in servitude to some kind of monster. A puppet master of unknown origin who's been pulling his strings. Somehow he transformed their packmate into a ghoul-making machine, but no one knows why.
Nolan?
Rhys says. The vampire lifts his head, bearing yellowed fangs tinged with blood, and I gasp. The amulet I made him, his protection from the evil, is gone, no longer snug around his neck. The transformation back to a conscienceless killing machine is complete. I grab his arm without thinking, without concern for myself. Where's your amulet? Master takes your girl for his bride, Nolan wheezes, lunging for me. I scream and scream and scream.
Dominic. Get her off him! My own scream dies as Rhys jumps at his brother, aiming for his throat, but Iphigenia dangles precariously in his claws, which are wrapped firmly around both of her arms. Careful! Caspian's voice exhibits the calm that I should have right now. But at this point, all I want to do is tear Nolan's head off. Me, the man who does anything to keep from fighting. The one who talks everyone down. But he's got our girl. Nolan! I bark.